Hello and welcome to this brief introduction on the Building High Value Relationships Method online course. We all know that influence is a key driver to our success as leaders as well as in life. And influence is a topic that's always top of mind for managers and leaders in organizations. In fact, if you look up the search term on Amazon, over 118,000 titles show up under the term influence. And that's just for that term. And it has been and continues to be a key topic in almost every executive engagement that I've had over the past 20 years. And this makes sense. After all, when we go to work, we all desire to achieve our aims, to create more value, and to feel a sense of personal power in our work relationships. So what makes the Building High Value Relationships method so different? First, I've continuously updated and honed the method over the past 20 years through my work with hundreds of executive clients. And they consistently report that the application of the method strongly increases their capacity to forward what's most important in their organizations. In the latest version of the Building High Value Relationships method, I incorporate a key missing link that most influence programs miss. This key foundation has emerged from recent neurosciences research, and when you get this understanding, it will change the entire way that you look at the process of influence. It's not what it has appeared to be. In short, influence is an outcome of something else. And when we miss that primary orientation, paradoxically, our very attempt to influence can make us less influential with others. This program highlights that we must actually move away from trying to get other people to do things towards fostering collaborative cultures and relationships. And collaboration is all about building alignment and ownership, or getting everybody in the same boat rowing in the same direction. And this involves listening as much as it does directing. Given that, let me review what the Building High Value Relationships online course offers and why the online approach of learning can actually be a more effective way of learning than in the classroom. So let's take a look at an overview of the program. First of all, the basic premise behind this program is that the primary focus and goal, of course, of every organization and leader is to generate, maintain, and grow value. And the fundamental conduit through which we grow value, through which we drive productivity and performance, is through high-value relationships. So high-value relationships are those that continually forward what's most important. And such relationships emphasize trust, foster a caring connection, orient to building shared alignment, focus on creating mutual commitments, and innovating approaches. So the purpose of the Building High Value Relationships Method online course and the course in general when we do it in the classroom is to support you or your participants in gaining critical distinctions, principles, and approaches that will enable you to build deep, collaborative, and productive relationships at work and in life. And again, what makes this approach different? It integrates 30 years of my own personal study, research, and experience that go all the way back to my sales career. It also incorporates feedback from my work with hundreds of executive clients over the last 20 years. It synthesizes understandings from business, psychology, neurosciences, and what I call ancient wisdom, and brings them together. And it moves beyond skill development to support a transformation in the participant's mindset, which leads to greater ease in implementing the method. Here's a sampling of the companies who have benefited from the method over the years. As I said, the executives that I've worked with, as I've refined this over time, have found it incredibly powerful and useful. Not just the skills, but the mindset shift that occurs during the program. So let's talk about a little bit about an overview. At the highest level as far as the content, it's delivered in 8 modules. There are 10 videos that are 30 minutes or less. And these modules start by focusing on the foundational understanding and breakthrough understandings that are coming from neurosciences that talk about the human experience. It's not quite what we thought it was. And this breakthrough understanding gets delivered in the program in a very clear and compelling way and relates directly to the experience of those that are in the course. Then we talk about another foundational piece is talking about the generative power of language, the idea that language itself generates our reality, especially when we're working with others. For example, commitments are a speech act, and the ability to make commitments and understand how to make those well is an important element in understanding how to build high-value relationships. And the understanding around the other key linguistic distinctions that I share in this foundational module enhance your ability to build, sustain, and sustain value creation with others. The remaining modules then really dive into the method and talk about what has to be in place to build high-value relationships and what the focus has to be. And then in the center, there is a conversational cycle that is repeated and is iterative in every conversation you have with others at work. And by understanding this natural cycle, the natural flow of conversation, you begin to understand how to approach and dissect interactions you've had with others so you can continuously improve your ability to build high-value relationships. Now, in addition to the modules, in addition to the content, there's also an action plan that is part of this course. And the action plan basically allows participants to build a plan to improve one key relationship they have at work. So after each module, they go to the action plan and apply the distinctions they learned in that module. And this allows them to embody the learning through practical application. In addition, there are over 10 application tools that can be directly applied in preparing for a conversation and considering the questions that you need to ask in an interaction, etc. And these are also are all downloadable and can get into be tools to help a person prepare and engage more effectively in their interactions at work. And the other piece is, how is this course delivered? Now, e-learning is a growing application in training, of course, and we all know why. But the idea is how to make this most effective. This course engages the strategy of micro-learning, which is micro-learning delivers learning content to learners in short, bite-sized, and easily digestible learning nuggets. And it's focused on, each module is focused on specifically engaging one learning outcome so that that person walks away from that particular module with a real solid understanding of approaches and actions and tactics that they can take to improve their ability to influence others. And this micro-learning process is really, the benefits of it is that it's learner-centric. So the learner can self-pace themselves, they can engage it at a time that's most convenient for them. It's just in time and offers immediate applications. They can walk away from a module and immediately apply it in their interactions and in their relationships at work. It's accessible, available, of course, on the computer on a PC and computer platform, as well as through mobile apps. It's affordable and agile, and in fact, I would say that it is more affordable than classroom training, and in a sense, I would say has higher impact based on how it is structured and delivered. Now, in addition to micro-learning, there is also, you can magnify the impact of the course with a coaching add-on. And one of the ways that I've delivered this with clients is we requested that participants, while it was self-paced, do the modules over 6 weeks. And we had 5 coaching calls that helped reinforce the principles, but also apply those principles specifically to situations those individuals were facing at work, so they could actually refine their learning and make it even more applicable. And even with this add-on, it is less expensive and less time-consuming than classroom training. So what I want to invite you, if you look at the bottom of this email, you will see some buttons that you can push to take a test drive of the course. And what I mean by that is, if you have up to 10 or more potential individuals in your organization that would benefit from being more influential and more effective in building their relationships at work, I am offering one free license to you to explore and dive into the course fully and make sure that this is something that fits for your organization. So if you're interested in that, please click the test drive button. It'll send me an email. We'll set up a short conversation to determine if this is truly a fit for you. And if it is, I will then forward that license to you for review of the course. So with that, I want to thank you for spending the time watching this video. I hope you found it insightful and useful. Another thing I want to mention is at the very bottom of this email, if you'd like to preview the Building High Value Relationships method in a different way, there's a link to download my ebook on the subject that goes into a lot of the content that is delivered in the online and classroom course. So thank you again, and feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to talk further about this. Have a great day.